Angel Reese yesterday for her Unrivaled team, the Rose Basketball Club. Who picked these names in this league? God, dog, they're awful. She had her worst, what can be described as her worst professional.
After months of hype, last night's Unrivaled League game wasn't just a letdown, it was a reality check. The second Angel Reese sat on the bench, her team actually started playing better.
But Angel Reese does not belong in this league. Angel Reese, this league is a paycheck for Angel Reese.
From the very first play, it was clear things were off. A double dribble right out of the gate. That's not just a bad start. It's the kind of mistake that screams, I wasn't ready for this.
September to October, even September to early November, you take a break, you relax, you chill, you get your body right. Of course, if you're injured and all that, that's different. But if you're not, and you're able to work on some skills.
Reese struggled to even flicker. This isn't the WNBA with complex defenses and seasoned veterans. This is a setup built to showcase talent. And yet, Reese looked completely out of place.
8 minutes. 8 minutes? 8 GD minutes? 2 for 6 from the field. And it's good to see that field goal percentage is not getting any better.
Then there was the fast break moment. Picture this. You're a professional basketball player, you've got a wide open layup, and you pass the ball instead. That wasn't just a bad call, it was a sign of zero confidence. At this level, that's unheard of. And the fouls? 4 of them in 8 minutes. In a 3-on-3 format where defensive duties are way easier, that's not just bad, it's basketball 101 mistakes. Even WNBA rookies know how to stay on the floor longer than that. If she had at least put up solid offensive numbers, maybe we'd have a different conversation. But 2 for 6 from the field. And these weren't tough shots either. They were open looks that should have been easy buckets. Meanwhile, Lexi Hull, who doesn't get half the hype, dropped 19 points on 8 of 11 shooting. No fancy highlight plays, just good, solid basketball. And surprise, surprise, when Reese was off the court, her team actually started playing well. That's not a coincidence. The real issue here isn't just one bad game, it's what this game exposed. We've got players being hyped up on social media, but when it's time to perform, they can't deliver. Reese has built a brand, no doubt, but branding doesn't win basketball games. Skill does. And last night, the gap between hype and reality was on full display. Take her second quarter possession when she tried to create her own shot. From the moment she started dribbling, it was clear she had no control. The ball was too high, her footwork was messy, and the shot she forced up had no chance. These aren't off-night issues. These are fundamental problems that should have been fixed years ago. Basketball at this level is about understanding the game, making the right plays, and working within a system. But when Reese was on the floor, the Rose Basketball Club looked lost. She wasn't spacing the floor, she clogged driving lanes, and when teammates needed a simple pass, she forced bad shots instead. Even her conditioning raised eyebrows. 3-on-3 basketball has built-in breaks, yet after 8 minutes she looked exhausted. That's not about talent, that's about work ethic and preparation. And if you're serious about playing pro ball, you can't afford to show up out of shape. So now the big question. Is Angel Reese really WNBA ready? Because scouts and coaches watching that game weren't just seeing a bad night. They were seeing fundamental flaws that will get exposed even more at the next level. And when you compare that to Caitlin Clark, who's consistently showing elite shooting, passing, and decision-making, it's clear who the real game changer is. Some might say this is too harsh, but this isn't just one bad night. It's a pattern that's becoming impossible to ignore. The truth is, professional basketball doesn't care about hype, it cares about results. If Reese doesn't make serious adjustments, she won't be remembered as a superstar, just another player who lets social media do more talking than their game. Last night wasn't just an off game, it was a wake-up call. Women's basketball is moving past the era of hype over skill. Lexi Hull proved that fundamentals still win games. Caitlin Clark is proving why she's the real generational talent. And Reese? Well, She's got work to do. Talent isn't enough. You got to put in the work or get left behind.